Hello everybody, how's it going? So today I'm going to be bringing you a Christmas video. I'm going to be doing a couple of these in a series. I think I might have about 4 or 5 depending on how much time I have to make them and depending on when my deadline is, because I don't want to put them up after Christmas because that's not fun. Then you guys won't be able to take the tips that I give you and apply them to your awesome Christmases and holidays. So today I'm going to be doing safety tips, which I know that sounds super lame. Why would you have holiday safety tips? But it's just like little things that people often miss and that are foolish, and they don't think about these, and then later on when somebody tells them, they're like, oh, I should have done that. So tip number 1, when you go shopping and you are with somebody who has a vehicle and you have like a lot of bags, especially when you're buying gifts for everybody at once, make sure you go put your gifts and bags outside in the vehicle and then go back into the mall. Why? Because if you sit down at the food court and say you guys get something to eat, and you leave your bags sitting there and you walk away, somebody could steal your bags and you're wasting all that money, and you don't want to do that. I mean, a nice person would go give it to customer service, but sometimes people aren't always that nice, especially around Christmas time. So make sure you go drop off your bags, or I'm going to have another tip in one of my later videos on how to actually store your bags while you're shopping. So stay tuned for that. Tip number 2, wrap your gifts before Christmas, like as soon as you get them. Why? Because that way, if you have snoopy people who live in your household or snoopy guests, they can't find them. And all you have to do is take a little sticky note and write the person's name on it. That way you know exactly what gift it is. You don't have to write what it is, but who it's for, and you'll know exactly. Number 3, if you have any holiday candles lit, like I have a little holiday candle right here. It is Yankee Candle Christmas cookie, but it's not lit. If you have them burning in your house or wherever you live, make sure you blow them out, especially if you're going to leave your house or apartment or you are going to bed, because you don't want to accidentally start a fire, because then your entire Christmas or holiday would be ruined. The next thing is to avoid flammable objects, putting those on your Christmas tree. I have my book Christmas tree. It is made out of a real tree, just in a new format. So these like little lights, they're not LED, they are just regular lights. And if I leave them on for too long, they'll get really hot, and I hope, because I always make sure to turn them off, especially after I'm done filming, that they don't start a fire, because the books are flammable, and same with the trees. They are extremely flammable, especially if you have a live tree and it's very dried out, then it will be flammable. But I know people tend to put like little candles on there. You'll see those in like cartoons all the time. Don't do that. I would not advise it, because your tree might go up in flames and that would suck. Number 5, do not get an extended warranty. I know that sounds really weird, like why would you get an extended warranty? It's because some of these companies are trying to get at you for your money. I know that sounds horrible, but Christmas time is the time of year when people buy a lot of technical objects like computers, TVs, iPads and stuff, and if you get the extended warranty, sometimes that doesn't always work out. I know It's Judy's Life got a cell phone and paid the $200 extra for the extended warranty and ruined her phone 14 days after she got it, and she wanted to return it because it was still within the warranty, but had to end up paying $100 extra to get a new phone shipped to her. So sometimes they don't always work out. So do not get the extended warranty. The next tip is to not wear fake nails on Christmas Day. I know that sounds totally weird. I know that a lot of the men would not be wearing fake nails, but I stupidly did this a couple years ago. I was in a Christmas play on the night of Christmas Eve, and I wore fake nails, and then the next day, it sucked trying to open up all the gifts because my fingers were hurting after the end of it. The next tip is to plan a budget for Christmas, because you do not want to end up on Boxing Day or the day after Boxing Day with huge debt, like credit card debt or anything that you're buying online. And you want to make sure that you have enough money to get everything on your list of things to get people. The next tip is to crate or put your animals in another room. I know crating isn't like the best thing, you don't really want to do that, but it is important to put a pet in another room, especially if they're not used to or accustomed to what you guys do on Christmas. I got a puppy this year, and I know she's still in a crate, and she's going to be in a crate until after Christmas because you don't want anything to happen. But it's always best to make sure just to be careful. I know that we're going to give her a bone, and we normally give our animals like little treats, and we don't want them to find them before you guys wake up on Christmas Day. The next tip is to clean up wrapping paper while opening gifts. I know a lot of people do this, some people don't. the thing is, you don't want to throw your wrapping paper onto the ground and accidentally step on something that's underneath, because that will hurt your feet, especially if it's Lego underneath the wrapping paper. That hurts like heck. The next tip is to cut up cardboard boxes after you open the gifts. So why is this? It's because if you live in like a suburban area, a lot of robbers and like thieves will come into your neighborhood on garbage day and find your cardboard boxes. So I'm going to use this example of a empty Kleenex box, and I'm going to open it and make sure, we're just going to like flip it inside out. So we're going to open the box like so. If I can get it open. Okay, perfect. We're going to fold it flat. So a lot of people would just fold their boxes flat like that. However, if you get a TV or a computer or something like a big item that's super expensive, you don't want the people in your neighborhood to know that you got that. So you're going to take your scissors. So I have my scissors, and you're just going to cut a slit in the box. And you are just going to simply, okay, this isn't as simple as it looks, especially where you're doing it. Okay, that's fine. You're just going to flip it inside out like that. This way people don't know what it is unless you have a little hole like that, and you will be less likely to be robbed. And the final tip is to not brag about what you got for Christmas on social media sites. The same reason for not having stuff like cardboard boxes exposed in the garbage on like the side of the road. People have a tendency to see what you are bragging about for Christmas and then potentially stalk and rob your home. I know that hasn't happened to me, and I don't know anybody who that has happened to, but it's been on the news a couple times that people have been bragging about what they get on like Facebook and Twitter, and then they get robbed, and those objects are no longer theirs. So those are my holiday safety tips. I hope you guys can maybe apply a couple of them to your holidays, and I will be back tomorrow with another holiday video. Okay, see you guys later. Bye!